Okay, so we'll start on Bedouins. I do like this map. Lots of options. It looks like Tokiwa is probably going to get a nice spot there. Oh, he's moving though. He had 3 boar. Well, I guess the shorefish is a little more important. And we'll be dropping his TC next to 3 boar as well. There's a lot of food on this map, so I don't think it's going to be have much of an impact either way. Chocobo also going to drop his TC next to wood as well as shorefish and a deer patch as well. Looks like TC going up for Scrath. Really nice TC here for Scrath, playing as teal. 2 shorefish patches on either side, one on either side rather, and a boar on top of it all. That's just the icing on the cake. And let's have a look at everyone else. Always also dropping that TC in between a patch of deer next to some shorefish, and he's even got some wood. Top it all off, he will be quite close to Maromba, playing in grey now this time, next to berries. I'm not so keen about Maromba's TC placement. I guess he will have the wood to drop a mill if he wants to do so, maybe at one of those shorefish ponds. And Magnata will be right next to some shorefish, be pretty close to some wood, and has some sheep as well as a boar and a deer patch as well. Escape, Escape. Escape dropping his TC next to wood instead. And we'll have deer, but not much else. He needs to find some shorefish for himself. This is not the best start for Escape. I guess he just dropped his TC closest place. He actually sees only 1 pond. So it's just been a really unfortunate start there for Escape. Gonna go for the deer first. Does have that deer patch nearby, but no one really going to be struggling too much for food on a map like this. It's quite a fair map. There's food everywhere on the map. You can't really starve on a map like this. All gonna be good. What I like about Scrath's TC placement is that he's quite close to the edge of the map, and you only see small forests other than on the edge of the map, so you do want to make your way over to the edge of the map eventually and drop TCs there so you have a decent amount of wood income. Like Tokiwa has already found a Scrath. Yeah, I think he's run a sheep into the TC of Scrath, and he knows exactly where he is. And having a quick look at civilizations and what we might expect. Well, Tokiwa Aztecs, no doubt going to be going for maybe crossbows into Eagle Warriors and Imperial Age, or maybe a straight boom. Chocobo Persians, an option for him is to go for scouts, escape, conquistadors, potentially Dodonpa Koreans. Well, let's see what they decide to go for. Most of the times I've seen 4v4 on Bedouins, at least one player has gone for the scout rush into knights. Sometimes the best way is to just go for a fast castle, make a couple of scouts while you're going up, and use that food. Since there is so much food on this map, it's a good option to do so. You're never going to be lacking food. You can also go up really, really early because shorefish are the fastest source of food income for villagers, other than big fish, but you know, you're never going to actually really get big fish on most maps for villagers, close enough to the shoreline for villagers to collect. There are a couple, I believe, of WiC maps, 1 or 2 at least, that do have that option. And it looks like Tokiwa now bringing in his boar, continuing to take shorefish. Scrath is also taking shorefish, has built a lumber camp on the edge of the map as well. And Chocobo has dropped a mill on his shorefish. Nothing yet for Dodonpa, as far as I can tell. Looks like Escape continuing. Nope, he's got mill on shorefish now as well, so he'll be just fine. And $20 from Dale Andrew Darling. Thank you very much. I'll go into future events. I believe that goes towards, which one will that one go towards? Top Experts League? That's what my money went to last time. You also get a vote, I believe. But it's over. We're gonna see another Top Experts League. That is the question. Or is it over? We're gonna get a new series after that. Who knows? Let's see. Not much going on right now. Everyone on pretty low population. Escape is actually a little behind everyone. 13 pop. But everyone else on 14, 15-ish pop. Not too far away from each other. Interesting way to greet people. Lakenji, I assume. Hello. Hello, anyway. I don't know what Scrath is going for here. He's Mongols. With the Mongol hump bonus, I believe boar food income is faster than shorefish. Or as deer as well, I assume. Faster food income than shorefish, so maybe he should consider going for that boar. I believe Mongols are the only civ, because of their hunt bonus, that actually get faster food income from hunt compared to shorefish. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeanette, but I believe that's how it works. Okay, so it looks like Magnata has found escape already with his double mill there. Very nice. Needs to be careful though. He's got 3 mills up and running already and is continuing to take the deer. Not taking any stone yet. There's also 3 boar towards the south of that. Why is Land Nomad so fun and exciting? I have no idea. The new Polaris series, I will have a look into that. Yep. Having joined, kind of joined the Voobly team recently. Yeah, Taff and Jeanette and everyone, they put in a lot of time and effort for this kind of stuff. Other people as well, but I've mainly been in contact with Taff, Nelson, Jeanette. You know. Everyone's very appreciative. Lots of fun. Okay, so it looks like Chocobo considering going up now to Feudal Age, Magnata on the way to Feudal Age, Dodonpa on the way to Feudal Age, Scrath on the way to Feudal Age, Chocobo on the way to Feudal Age, Tokiwa on the way to Feudal Age, and only MCL Always and Escape and Marumba. So those 3 players are not having clicked up yet. Chocobo, don't look at the fact that he only has 21 pop with all that food income from all the shorefish as well as the deer. He will be able to fast castle. So you can look at his resources now and say, well, I don't know if that's going to happen, but on a map like this is actually possible. As much as it surprises me as well. Just all that extra food income. And Tokiwa, Escape rather, will be going for Conquistadors. 5 villages on stone already. Magnata dropping the barracks now, thinking about going knights. It looks like Escape also going to send villagers to gold now. He's got to be careful though. I believe Magnata's going to be a little faster than him. And it looks like Scrath will be going for some nice fast scouts. Finally bringing in a second boar, so he did take his first boar. I don't know if he's listening and suddenly realized, or he had an epiphany that boar is faster food income as Mongols compared to shorefish. But either way, he is now going for that as well. Now we see most of the players up to Feudal Age, everyone except for Escape, Marumba, and Always. Escape going for the higher population, and will be walling his villages in now as well, just to play it safe. Magnata as Franks will be going for those knights, 4 on gold already, so single stable knights. So Escape's got to be super careful right now, got to keep all of that economy nice and safe, and protected from those nasty knights, and potentially even some scouts coming in from Magnata. So, Blacksmith stable, fast castle for Scrath. The Aztec player Tokiwa, Blacksmith, and Market Blacksmith will be a boom for Tokiwa. Looks like Chocobo Persians will be going for those knights as well. 3 on gold for him now. I'm sure we'll see him add in more soon. And it looks like a bit of a boom for Dodonpa with only 2 on stone for now. So boom for 2 players on the side of PoJ and Castle Age pressure for 2 players. Magnata going for the Castle Age pressure, also going to wall up a little. Marumba dropping the barracks is going to be Castle Age pressure from him. And Blacksmith and Stable from Always as well. So 4 players for MCL going for that Castle Age pressure here. That's an interesting choice. I'm kind of surprised that so many of them are going for it. Chocobo now on his way to Castle Age on 23 population. Tokiwa up a little faster than him, 23 population, as Aztec's going to be booming. Always not quite up yet. Escape struggling to click up, should be up now. With the Market Blacksmith going for Conks, no need to actually get barracks. Is there a hole between this? I don't know if it's open between the mill and the tree. Could be open there, and that would be a lot of trouble there for Escape if it is actually open. I think he should maybe test it. Maybe he's tested it and I just don't know better. Escape knows better, no doubt. It is Escape, guys. Escape OP now dropping his blacksmith. Okay, he didn't have the wood for it. Maromba still. Okay, Maromba's just clicked up as well. The Dumper about to hit Castle Age. Magnata about to hit Castle Age. Scrath about to hit Castle Age. And yeah, everyone's about to hit Castle Age. And Escape will be the last one up to Castle Age, lacking a bit of wood. I'm hearing some attacks. Scrath with those early scouts as Mongols, pretty much as expected. Making a few scouts while going up to Castle Age. I did say that was a tactic that some players do favor. That's exactly what he's done. He's actually been able to pick off a villager with those 3 scouts. I don't know if it's worth making 3 scouts if you're only going to get 1 villager, but he should be able to do some damage potentially to Chocobo next. But Chocobo already in Castle Age should be able to defend with knights. I don't know if he's going to do too much more with those scouts. In the meantime, the knights already heading across the map here by Magnata. Let's see if it's walled in. If it's not walled in, it looks like it's walled in. Like he'll be fine. Yep. So Escape's gonna be fine while he gets up to Castle Age and starts making, before he drops that castle, at least he'll be perfectly fine at home. Stonewalling those vills in on the gold, and these villages at the back should be relatively safe, unlikely to be found for some time at least. And it looks like the knights from Magnata trying to take down some palisades, and we're just gonna see stone walls here from Escape. That's gonna hurt his saturation on that stone a little bit, but not too much. Continuing to try and take down the next palisade, actually dropping a monastery here from Magnata to try and convert those villages inside those walls, since there's no way he's getting through, and this is going to be annoying for Escape. Say the very least, having a quick look at his stone count. He does have the stone, however, for a TC already, but he's going to have to make the long trek back to home, and in the meantime, he might lose some villages by the time he gets there, with the first monk about to come out from Magnata. I really like this play from Magnata. Usually players would just move around with their knights, go somewhere else, but he's making a monk, and I think we're going to see Escape keep the walls, because one monk might just get 1 villager, which is going to be a nuisance, but he's not losing too much. If he tries to make the run for it back home, he's going to lose a lot more. And there we go. There's the castle coming up from Escape already. Maromba going for crossbows. Knights from always. Looks like Chocobo going to be forced away from Scrath's base with camels and knights from Scrath already. And on the other side, a monastery coming up from Tokiwa to defend as well. Okay, so 1 converted villager now from Magnata, as expected, and it looks like Escape actually going to drop a tower inside this little area, and that's going to keep the monks from getting too close and being able to convert, I suppose. That's the plan, but he's going to have to repair this mining camp. It's actually losing health right now. Tower is up, and now those monks are not going to be so effective. Looking at the effective range on the tower, it's 8, and it's about a 9 range for the monks. I don't believe they have the line of sight, though, to convert from that far without the knights being close enough. See how it goes. He doesn't want to get too close, so if he gets too close, we're just going to see them garrison up in the tower. Yeah, and then he's forced away. So he's going to get some idle time. Now Maromba also coming in towards the economy of Tokiwa, and the boom plan for the PoJ team is rapidly going south. He needs some help from Chocobo to clear up these crossbows, but there are also knights in his economy from always, so Tokiwa rather, under pressure from 3 players right now. And it looks like Dodonpa, the only one getting away with a free boom, but Dodonpa is Korean, so it's not even that great of a boom. It's just Korean boom. You really want your Aztec player to have a nice boom so they can go fast Imperial Age, faster Imperial Age, and go for those elite Eagle Warriors. Losing a few more villagers. Nope, not losing any villagers there. And Maromba's going to take some damage from the TC as well. He's going to come back and harass more. And there's another dead villager there from Tokiwa, who's just struggling a lot. And now Scrath also going to join in the Let's Bash Tokiwa party, while Maromba gets a little too close to the TC, losing another crossbow. In the meantime, Escape seems to be nice and safe right now. Looks like a bit of a pause coming out. Cobra car. Interesting chat going on right now. Still paused, by the way. The game is, I think someone might have a call or something to do quickly. Hopefully the game will start up again soon. I don't really want to resume lobby for fear of spoiling the result of the game too early, since game chat does pop up. Retired from StarCraft 2. Still paused. If I resume lobby... don't want to resume lobby. If I resume lobby, the result is going to pop up. I mean, it's going to be pretty obvious, but it's still annoying when the chat pops up.
Okay.
Ah well, whatever. Resume lobby just in case. Okay, so it is just a pause, and now the game is going, of course, as soon as I resume lobby. Of course, of course. The moment I resume lobby, the game is going again. I don't know. Lag issues? I don't know. Okay, so, Escape now, fighting up against the monks from Magnata, having about 6 conquistadors up. Picking off 2 monks without losing a single conquistador. That is a good deal for him. And it looks like, Tower has kept him safe in the meantime. Looks like Tokiwa still losing villagers on that gold mine. Scrath's units now coming in as well. Looks like Chocobo going to try and clean up all of these crossbows with his knights, but Scrath with those camels and knights going to force him away. Monks also now out for Tokiwa, going to be trying to convert some of those military units from Scrath and from Maromba, but monks for camels, for crossbows rather. Yep, it looks like a pause. Okay, yeah. Monks against crossbows, not the best, but he did get 2 camels out of that, so not the worst deal either. And now he's just going to retreat back in towards his TC and make more monks, I suppose. On the other side of the map, it does look like, oh no, Escape. A TC getting denied there by the knights coming in from Always. He's bringing in some of his own conquistadors to help out, and in the meantime trying to harass the economy of Magnata as well with some of his own conquistadors. Did lose 3 villages, so it could have been worse. It's not the best for him, but not the worst either at the same time. 3 TCs also already rather up and running for Escape at the same time. Was trying to throw down his 4th TC. Is he going to bring those conquistadors in to ensure the completion of his TC? No, he's not. He's going to come back and try and pick off some more monks from Magnata. Magnata going to run back to the TC. And it looks like most of the action is going on the other side of the map. Tokiwa trying to drop a siege workshop now here next to his TC, but Maromba's going to park those crossbows right next to his siege workshop, and that's going to get denied for some time. In the meantime, Escape's still trying to kill off those knights from Always and get that TC up and running. And where did his conquistadors go? They're going to head across the map. Magnata now on the way to Imperial Age. That is a nice early Imperial Age. 71 population though. I'm not sure whether he has enough economy to pump knights as Franks or Paladins or get any of the upgrades. Do need a bit more economy as Franks. Any civilization really that you want to go for cavalry, it does take more economy than, say, Aztecs. You might be able to get away with it for a while with Aztecs, but I'm not so sure about Franks. Siege Workshop now up as well for Tokiwa. It looks like he has managed to clear up those knights, or at least force them away. Maybe we'll see him try and finish that TC now. And coming in once again to the economy of Magnata, going to pick off a few more villages, and he's standing in between the TC and where the villagers should be walking. Unfortunately, did not manage to get a single villager. Kind of unfortunate. Always now finally making his way over to Dodompa's base. Looks like Dodonpa managed to kill off 2 of those knights with TCs, but Dodompa's got 5 TCs up and running, castles and everything else. I think he's going to be just fine for now. Chocobo, gotta be careful though. Tokiwa also, nice micro there. Gotta convert those camels with his monks and those crossbows need to be taken out with his siege workshop. It looks like Chocobo will deal with that, and ooh, nice. It looks like one last shot. I don't know if that was Maromba's own mangonel. I think that was his own mangonel killing himself there. And it looks like defensive castle now going up as well for Magnata, going to lose a few more villagers, and economy not looking really strong. 73 villagers on his way to Imperial Age, and he's going barracks. So it's going to be helps for Magnata and Imperial Age, but he's going to lose a hell of a lot more now because Escape is coming in at exactly the right time. He sees the barracks going up, another dead villager, and those barracks are not going up. So unfortunate for Magnata. In the meantime, anyone else going up to Imperial Age? Dumper on the way to Imperial Age, dropping a lot of barracks now, going for those halbs. So yes, MCL has managed to delay Tokiwa significantly, but I don't think it's enough. You've delayed the Aztec player only, you've invested basically 2 to 3 players into doing so, have not touched Chocobo at home either, so Chocobo's gotten a nice boom, he's just defending right now Tokiwa, he didn't even make that many knights, and Dodonpa got a free boom at the same time. Escape and Magnata really ending up quite even, with Escape slightly ahead because Magnata went for such an early Imperial Age without the economy to support it, and okay, so he's got a Treb out, but those conquistadors from Escape are just destroying his economy right now. He doesn't have any. And Escape's actually dropping another forward castle, and now we see Always coming in as well to help out, but Chocobo with those Persian +2 armor knights, +1 attack, he's in a really nice position. Tokiwa continuing to make those monks as well, dropping barracks now as well. So having a quick look, Tokiwa not having the gold to click up, Escape going to click up soon, Maromba going to click up soon, Dodonpa almost in Imperial Age for Magnata as stated earlier, and Chocobo not quite in Imperial Age yet either. But the push against Magnata is about to come in soon, and there's nothing he can do to stop it. It's going to be Korean, Alb, and Arbs, I believe. It should be Arbs as well. Monk's still converting those units from Scrath. He does have the +2 armor now, 100 and bloodlines, but he's Mongols. He would have preferably wanted to just fully boom it out and go for the late Imperial Age play, but kind of forced to go for a bit more aggressive play in Castle Age because he's up against Aztecs, and if you let Aztecs boom, well, Aztecs is going to go imp earlier than you, they're going to wreck your economy unless you fully stonewall, and even if you stonewall, your allies are still going to be in trouble, so the end result was they decided to go for Castle Age pressure. It was a good idea, but unfortunately not doing enough. I think Chocobo now also on his way to Imperial Age as well. Treb's coming out from Dodonpa, going to start taking down that castle from Magnata, who is getting protected right now by the fully upgraded Castle Age Knights from Always, but Dodonpa's just going to protect his castle. In the meantime, where are his conquistadors? They're just kind of hanging around the map and trying to pick up villages and do eco-harassment where possible. Magnata actually adding in extra TCs now as well. So there is the Treb out for Dodonpa, starting to take down Magnata's castle, bringing in those halbs as well. Same time, Chocobo trying to take gold, but there's a TC on that gold from Scrath already. But Chocobo with so many almost fully upgraded knights already, and now he's into Scrath's economy, whereas Scrath's units, he only has a +2 armor on those camels, and look at those knights just take down the TC. Chocobo's gonna run though, he's almost in Imperial Age, he should just wait for the Imperial Age upgrades. Looks like it's gonna be full pikes and monks from Tokiwa to convert all of the camels, as well as defend Chocobo's knights from them, and I don't know what MCL can do now. They're just not in a good position. Escape's forward castle's been taken down. He's starting to lose a TC to those knights, so that's okay, that's nice and all, but on the other side, with Chocobo going to be in Imperial Age and Tokiwa with so many units, how are they supposed to stop this? The Kelp players on the other side, Maromba, well, he's Viking, so he can't really do that much in Imperial Age. It does look like he wants to go Imperial Age. Maybe go for Arbs. But Arbs versus Persian Knights and Persian Cavalier, soon to be. Okay, so now Scrath losing a lot of villagers. Chocobo up to Imperial Age, probably wants to run back until he gets all those upgrades. Getting Cavalier now, Plate Barding Armor, Tokiwa moving those monks forward to convert all of those units from Scrath. On the other side of the map, those Conquistadors reaching critical mass now for Escape, going to force those knights away from Always, and it looks like Escape wants to wall off that side of the map so that they can maybe begin trade for the PoJ team up towards the top of the map, to the left of the map. And Tokiwa's monks though, and those pikes just being such a nuisance. Finally, the Mangadai being made by Scrath as well. He's still in Castle Age though, hasn't reached Imperial Age, and they're Fletching and Bloodlines Mangadai. Not exactly the strongest Mangadai. Now Chocobo with the +2 attack, Plate Barding Armor, and about to have Cavalier upgrade complete as well. Magnata in the meantime is losing his base. I don't know what, I think these vills were trying to build a castle or something, but Dodonpa's a little distracted, Escape rather, a little distracted by the knights from Always, I suppose. Finally clearing them up and now going to bring his Conquistadors back, but he lost like 10 vills there. I guess they just were released from the TC after his TC almost got taken down. And now we see Dodonpa actually going for hand cannons as well. So he's got halbs and hand cannons. That's going to counter pretty much everything that Magnata can come up with, especially since Magnata has no economy. Tokiwa with forward siege workshops, Cavalier fully upgraded, now complete for Chocobo as well. Where's the rest of his Cavalier upgrade? His Cavalier, or army rather, it's all over Scrath's economy. Scrath now finally in Imperial Age, but he's losing population, he's losing a lot of villagers. He's trying to bring in all of his units to try and defend this, but there's just way too much from Chocobo. Even if he can fight off the first lot of Cavalier, he's gonna lose this castle. He doesn't have that many Mangadai out anyway, and he's just got that single castle right now. So yeah, he's going to clear up maybe a few of these Cavalier, but he's lost his entire economy in the back in the meantime. And Maromba's going to the right-hand side to help out because, well, Magnata can't make anything to counter what Dodonpa has. So Arbalest probably the best counter there. We are getting Halb now as well for Magnata. Has managed to take down a TC there from Dodonpa, but Dodonpa is now fully stonewalling up. He's making the transition into Cavalier, Escape rather. Escape has made the transition into Cavalier already in Imperial Age, +1 armor. Meantime, Chocobo taking down TCs. Castles rather with Cavalier. Siege Ram already complete for Tokiwa, going into Halbs now. Still has a hell of a lot of monks out. Or are those converted Halbs? Oh, he can't go into Halbs. He's Aztecs. Okay, so converted Halbs rather from Always, the Celts player. And he is Aztec, so he's going to continue going pikes and monks. I was like, wait a second. He's not Mayans. How can he get Halb? Okay, fully upgraded Paladins now also complete for Chocobo. And this just feels like GG already for MCL. How are they supposed to stop that? All those trebs from Dodonpa now pushing into the economy of Magnata. Magnata's taking down a single farm. Maybe he'll get a villager building a house, but you know, it's a villager building a house. No one cares about that. And in the meantime, the Persian bonus, keep in mind, is a team bonus, so those Cavalier from Escape are going to be able to wreck those Halbs, those Arbs rather, from Maromba. And there's, well, the Celt player making a bit of a comeback with his Halbs and the Woads, but just Bombard Tower Rush now started by Dodonpa as well on the other side, and the monks are converting so much, so many monks from Tokiwa there. He's getting everything, there's nothing left. MCL are running out of steam. Their Mongol player is basically dead. He's losing more and more economy. He's down to 113 population. And there's not enough that Always can do to keep his team going right now. Just not enough. Just not enough. Paladin now also complete for Escape on the other side. +4 armor. +1 attack. Well, you know, if you don't move the screen enough, then you don't see enough. Like, you don't see anything. It's a team game as well. I know a lot of people complain about other people missing stuff, so we don't really have... It's like, if you don't move it, then people complain about you missing stuff. If you move it, then people complain that you move too much. It's just, you can't win. You can only try your best. Anyway, the Paladins now coming in from Escape. Gonna snipe off some of those trebs from Magnata. And it looks like Magnata's push is going to get defeated. He's trying to drop some stables now. But the Halbs, the hand cannons, the paladins, the conquistadors coming in as well. And it looks like Chocobo is slowly but surely pushing his way through Scrath's base. Heavy Camel's now complete for Scrath. But it's a little too late, I think. And it looks like Onage is actually being added in now by Tokiwa at the same time. And yeah. It's just hard, you know? There's no way to please everyone. That's all I can say. But more units being sent in now by Always. It looks like a castle going for Scrath in the back to try and defend from this push coming in. But there's just too much, and the siege rams are just taking down that castle from him so quickly. Dodonpa with that one single hero villager dropping forward bombard towers, not getting taken down, and Chocobo sending paladins all over the map. On the other side, now Magnata's economy getting raided by those paladins from Escape. He's losing so much. He's got halves, but he's trying to make the transition into Cavalier and Paladins. Himself does not have a single attack or armor upgrade right now on those Cavaliers, so they're not that strong, and they're just going to call the GG now. So, well played for PoJ. Unstoppable push. Okay. So let's have a quick look at achievements, and a Chocobo MVP for his team really helped Tokiwa hold on that side. I think MCL just invested too much into keeping Tokiwa down and were unable to do so. In the end, they gave Dodonpa a free boom, and Dodonpa came in, and Escape was actually able to take out Magnata pretty much on his own. Then Dodonpa came and steamrolled through Magnata, and Always came in to help Magnata a little too late. So having a look at economy score, Chocobo having a massive economy, Scrath really not having much of an economy, as all the Mongol player of all players having no economy. Aztec player Tokiwa didn't need much economy, only needed some gold and a bit of food and wood for pikes, as well as the monks. Okay, in terms of going up, well, everyone reached castle age around 16, 17, 18 minutes. 18 minutes for Maromba and Escape, a little later than everyone else. A lot of players reaching around the 16-minute mark with the nice map, Bedouins, and the shorefish food income, very nice. Vilhai, well, everyone had a lot of villagers. That's all that can be said about this. Other than that, well played by PoJ, and they take that to 3-0.